Almost as important as the studio itself is the entrance to the studio. I mean, that's the first thing that people see, right? Well, that's what I'm building today. Why don't you join me? So if you've been following along, it's been about 6 weeks since we took possession of our new house, which involved me moving my home studio. We started off with a kitchen in this basement area. We don't need a second kitchen, so with my wife's permission, I was able to destroy a kitchen to build my studio. Now that's been a lot of work, from the destruction into preparing for the move, the actual takedown of my old studio. So what we're doing today is we are in a basement here, and it is open concept. So I wanted to close off the portion of the basement where my studio is going to be. I want to keep myself in while I'm working, but there's certain people in the house that I need to keep them out while I'm working. So that's the main reason for the wall. But I thought it'd be an opportunity to create sort of a visual look for the studio, something I can use as an alternate background perhaps, just different looks in the room as I am shooting video here, and certainly as a nice presentation for the studio as we're walking in for the first time and eventually bringing clients in here and things like that. So I wanted to have a little bit of fun with the wall. Now, if you have been following along, I did give you a little sample of what I thought this wall might look like, but today it's coming to fruition. We're actually going to build it. So why don't you join me? We'll get started.
We got the dream team here today.
Get that, Irv? What's up? You're part of the dream team.
I brought in Neil to help me frame the wall and hang the door, and Irv was brought in to paint our house, so I asked him to help me with a little painting in the studio.
Now, how the hell am I going to turn this mess into a studio? That's a good question.
No kidding. On moving day, everything was just dumped in here. Once the wall is done, I'm going to have to tackle this mess. The plan was to have Neil help me for the first couple of days to lend his framing expertise in hanging the doors. This was definitely a two-man job.
Do you know how many sparrows a Scotsman can hide under his kilt? It depends on the length of the perch.
Neil approved? No.
I gotta work with this guy.
And back to work. The wall is starting to take shape. Now I'll take it from here. You might not know this about me. Not only can I swing an axe, but I can also handle myself with power tools. This is actually the first time I've attempted to build a door frame, drywalling and installing trim. This should be fun. I had some Comfort Board 80 left over from the ceiling clouds I built, so I decided to put them inside the new wall. My youngest son Jivko jumped in to help me putty the drywall. Next, I completed the door frame and then finished off puttying and sanding the walls. It's really starting to take shape now, and I'm excited to get the wall feature installed in that hole. And now it's time to start priming and painting. Nothing like a good miter cut to make your trim fit like a glove. I had to chisel out the trim so it would fit around the door hinges.
Alright, that's injury number 2. Oh.
I was worried I'd mess this up, but it worked perfectly. Almost. Now I needed to make a creative cut to blend my new baseboard in with the existing one. With a little filler, this will be seamless. And now for the pièce de résistance. Every production studio needs an on-air sign. So here's the before, the original concept I came up with, and the finished product. Let me know in the comments what you think.
For the words of the prophets were written on the studio wall.
Well, here it is, the grand entrance to my brand new home studio. I'm absolutely thrilled how it turned out. You know, I consider myself reasonably handy. I'm not afraid to jump into different projects. There was a number of things in this wall that I'd never done before, but I wasn't afraid to try. I think that's the whole spirit of this Lonely Rocker channel, you know, DIY, you can do it yourself if you try. Well, this is what I came up with. Certainly had some help getting it framed and getting the door up, so I want to thank Neil for that. And well, the rest was up to me, and I am really pleased, especially that on-air sign. And by the way, that serves a specific function. If certain young creatures in this house see that light on, they better not come inside. Well, anyways, I've actually been building the studio inside sort of in parallel to this, and I'm ready to finally reveal my new studio to you guys. That's going to be in the next final installment of the studio vlog series, which has been bridging the transition from my old studio here to my new studio. I decided we're going to go from here, and I'm just going to show you guys what's inside. I don't know if we're going to be 100% ready. I've still got a few small things to do with the wall, specifically like I need a door handle, but any of you that have a home studio know that it's just an ongoing project anyways. But we're pretty much production ready, and I think I'm ready to get back into regular programming here on Lonely Rocker, so you can look forward to lots of new content which is already in the pipeline. So make sure to follow along. I will put a link to the whole vlog series in the description, and if this is in the future, that last episode will already be there, so I look forward to seeing you guys in the last episode. Well, if you're new to this channel, I hope I've earned a subscribe. I've got a ton of content on this channel, a lot of it revolving around my home studio, geared to the home studio enthusiast and the home recording musician, with videos to hopefully help make your home studio life better. So perhaps you can just click that subscribe button and come along for the ride. If you really want to support this channel, I am on Patreon. Links to everything I've discussed and some things I haven't are in the description below. And above all else, I'll see you again in another video.